are an accident waiting to happen.
Stephen A, hush your mouth, talking all that noise. You can hate all you want, but we still them boys. Dirty, dirty D, Texas where we stay at. We inside in order till you know that's where we play at. Hey, this year, this the payback. Yeah, we them Cowboys, and now we don't play that. Work. This is Cowboy Nation. Work. Welcome to Cowboy Nation. Work. Y'all can keep on hate. Work.
Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation. I ain't in no better of a mood. I know I done put up 2 posts already and said I don't have nothing positive to say about the boys. And today is fan talk. And guess what? My boy Mike 360 ain't got nothing better to talk about either. But we still gonna get on here and we gonna talk about the boys. Mike 360. Yeah. Just tell the people how you feel. I mean, we're just gonna start off. I mean, just jumping right into it. I know we skipping some stuff. Some
read my glasses. Read my glasses.
We can talk about all that other stuff later. I'll get into sponsors and whatever else, but Jesus, okay, I'm reading your glasses, man. I'm reading them. It's not a positive situation.
Not at all.
It's not
and
a positive situation.
This show is called Defending the Boys.
Hey man, look, that's why I didn't put up a post yet. And I got a whole segment about what we need to do to beat the Green Bay Packers on offense, and then what we need to do to beat the Green Bay Packers on defense. But it took me a lot. Normally I put those up starting on like Tuesdays, and I shoot, I didn't have nothing to talk about. I'm not even going. It was bad. Like I have nothing positive. I had plenty to talk about, but defending the boys wasn't going to be it. Like, and so I did spend about 6 minutes.
I'm glad you didn't try to spin that.
Yeah, no, I spent about 6 minutes talking about how trash we looked on Sunday. And then I said, well, this isn't very defending. So I went ahead and jumped off. But fan talk, I can actually talk about how bad the team. On fan talk, we cannot defend the boys. We can talk about what we actually see when it comes to fan talk.
Ain't no defending that. Sorry.
No. What we see is garbage. But I do see how to turn it around, though. I will say that. I can see how easy it would be to actually turn it around. I'm just
turn what around?
The defense. I can actually see how easy it would be to turn the defense around. Because the defense is where I believe that, although both sides have played horrible, both sides played horrible.
Read the glasses. I'm saying it without saying
it. Yes, you are.
Easy.
But there is a way other than, there's other ways to actually fix it. I'm just not sure the Cowboys are going to be willing to do it. I don't expect this is just me personally. Like, let's talk about outside of firing coaches, okay? Outside of getting rid of.
Now, see, I didn't say anything about firing the coach.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying outside of getting rid of Eberflus or getting rid of Schottenheimer.
Nope. They ain't brilliant.
That, there are ways to see. Here's my problem. Let's discuss a little something here, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right. We're talking about professional athletes. I'm serious now. I mean, cause let's get by there's some cynicalism that we can really just sit up here and talk about how trash they are, right? But in order to be a legitimate podcast that people are going on, like, we got to be able to bring some points to the table, right?
True.
Okay. So here's my problem. I feel like you have professional athletes, many of which have been playing football since they were 4 years old, right? A lot of them. I mean, a lot of these professional athletes have been playing football for a long. I started playing football when I was like 5 or 6 or something like that, right?
Pop Warner all the way up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of them did. A lot of them played football for a very long time. So at what time, and you played football, you played defensive back, which is a huge issue that we have for the Cowboys right now. My question is, when did you learn the difference between man, cover one, a cover two zone, a cover three zone? Like, when did you learn that? Like, I probably didn't know that in Pop
Junior
Warner.
high. Junior high.
But I definitely, and that's what I was getting ready to say. I definitely learned it in the 7th grade. Maybe not the 6th grade.
Definitely 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, by the time I got in the 7th and 8th grade, I knew what a cover, and I played offense. I didn't play defensive back, but I still knew because of routes, and you have to run a route a certain way if it's a man, and you run it a different way if it's a zone. So I knew the difference between a man, cover two, and cover three. And I know that they add other stuff to it, right? They add the cover three clouds and the cover, like different pieces and things.
But our coaches, matter of fact, one of my defensive back coaches in high school, Coach Zeno, played with the Redskins back in the day. Mm-hmm. He was a DB. And all he had us play was man. Mm-hmm. If you good, play man.
Okay, well, so we're not going to assume that we're good.
We're definitely not.
Right, we're not going to assume that we're good.
No.
He did the first of all, I will let me just say this. So if I'm going to defend the boy, this is something that cannot happen. Right, there's no coach anywhere that accepts this. But Trayvon Diggs did slip on the very first touchdown, and he was not the only player who slipped on the field. And that's not acceptable. I'm not saying, it's okay that he slipped, but I'm just saying it wasn't.
They go on the field before the game and test the field.
Right. And you should have cleats that is bit, but I'm just simply saying that he wasn't the only player slipping.
No.
I watched
He tried to jam old boy and missed. That's how he slipped.
Well, he got the jam. It was the turn. So he got the jam with the right arm. I couldn't figure out why he was turned inside, jamming and allowing him to go outside as if he had help over the top.
Soon as he extended that arm, he slipped. Old boy was gone.
I thought he slipped on the turn. 5 yards. I thought he slipped. I think he slipped on the turn. I think he did jam him. He turned, and when he turned is when he slipped. I thought
he missed the jam. He missed the jam.
I think he actually got the jam, but he didn't jam him. He didn't jam him up because he didn't two-hand jam him, right? He just jammed him.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. No, it didn't work. I'm not defending him. This is not a defending the boys segment. Don't get me wrong. I'm simply saying, okay, so outside of that one, I mean, they were in a man with a robber up top, but the robber was shaded to the other side, is what I'm getting at. That wasn't an all-zone game because he did give up a touchdown on man on the very first play. So that's what I was really trying to say. He didn't run a zone. We got beat in man, and Trayvon just got beat. There's no two ways around it.
Yeah, I honestly think he would have got beat anyway.
And probably, because it was one-on-one. I'm not sure, but, I'm going to give him
correct me if I'm wrong, D-Will. Didn't I say Roma Duze was a bad boy last show?
You did say that last show. You said he was a bad boy. And but it wasn't just him. I mean, DJ Moore was that. Okay, what I was really getting at, can I say this?
Go ahead.
Even if I gave Trayvon a pass, which I'm not willing to do, I'm just saying if I did, he slipped. Let's give him a slip, okay? The touchdown that bothers me is the DJ Moore in the back of the end zone.
It's busted coverage.
That wasn't busted coverage. They watched him. They looked at him. Busted coverage to me.
Which one are you talking about? When he was just wide open in the end zone in the backfield, in the back of the end zone?
In the back of the end zone, he was just standing there. He just stood there and said, boop, thank you.
Yeah.
That was not a busted coverage. That was not knowing the coverage. You didn't bust the coverage. They watched
Okay.
him. I sat there and watched eyes. I'm watching eyes on an all 22, right? They watched him run by. I guess you could call it a busted coverage, but everybody busted the coverage. I'm talking about the entire right side.
Oh, yeah.
It was in the middle, like the safety, the linebackers, the nickel corner. Everybody,
that coverage busted like a hot link.
everybody watched him run by. Nobody pushed him. Nobody shoved. Nobody. They just watched him run to the spot. Like, man, I wonder where he's going.
That's not knowing your assignments.
Okay, so that was my first statement, right? You got 11 professional football players that's been playing football since they were 4 years old. How do you not know a cover 2 assignment?
Overhaul the secondary. Every last one of them needs to be benched. If we're going to blame Trayvon, okay, his knee. Okay, then why are you on the field?
I've never blamed
You get him cut anyway.
Like
They're going to cut him after the year anyway.
Yeah, he got burnt. There ain't no two ways about it. Trayvon got burnt. I'm not sure that you sit him down. I would like to see. So the first game, the New York game, I will say that I thought Reddy Stewart played a pretty decent game. If you remember that 3rd and 2, where it looked like Trayvon Diggs was 8 yards off of the wide receiver, it was a 3rd and 2, and they threw a 4-yard out to Ramaduze, and nobody was covering them. That wasn't actually. So I keep watching that cover, and I watched other podcasts cover that one play, right? Mm-hmm. I still don't think, because that was a cover 3, and I don't even know if you remember what play I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Okay, so this was a cover 3, and in cover 3, that nickel corner, because Trayvon was on the side of the nickel corner, so that nickel corner in that case, or if there's not a nickel corner, then the actual linebacker would be the one that has the flats. Mm-hmm. Because in cover 3, the cornerback has deep thirds. So in that situation, the nickel corner was supposed to have the flats. He came in on somebody who ran into his, like, where he was standing, but that was actually the linebacker's guy. He should have been running over to the flats to stop that pass. He didn't actually do that. That was a backup cornerback, a nickel cornerback, basically playing. So that was the one play that would have helped us stay in the game, actually, that I feel like, okay, well, if DeRon Bland would have been there, maybe we'd have been better in that particular play. Other than that, I kind of feel like it's a lot of I kind of feel like it's a lot of safety play, and a lot of Trayvon Diggs just got beat. Or Elam too. I was gonna say, or Elam, or Elam just got beat. So, like a drum set. Part of my question, or my statement of I know how to fix it, and I don't know if they will do it, is very close to what your glasses are saying. I think a closer, because I did see them bench Wilson. Everybody said they benched Dak too, and that wasn't a benching. That was just a mercy. Come on out the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pulled him.
Yourself killed out here with 8 minutes left. We're not supposed to win that. I get it, but I don't think that was a benching there. But the benching of Donovan Wilson was a benching. They brought in Wanye, and when they did bring in Wanye, he actually had some decent coverage. Although it was at the end of the game, it didn't matter, yada, yada, yada.
Don't matter.
Do you think, because we kind of got to go with who we got, right? That's what I'm saying. So do you think Marquise and Wanye starting makes our defense better?
Not Marquise. Maybe Wanye. Maybe. Give him a look.
So who do you Because you said an overhaul. So to me, an overhaul means there's 5 cornerbacks out there. DaRon Bland can come back because the first game of the year, we didn't look so bad. DaRon Bland was out there, right? But they wasn't trying Trayvon. So if you're talking about an overhaul, and I don't think they're going to sit Trayvon, they would have to make.
Clowney's playing this game, right?
Clowney is playing in this game. I don't know how much he's playing, but he is playing in this game.
Let's see how he affects the line. If the line can get some pressure, I think they'll be okay. Maybe they won't give up like 4 touchdowns.
With Donovan Wilson and everybody, you still think they'll be okay? You don't think that there needs to be
if the line can get some pressure,
you think they'll be okay?
They can help the back end.
Okay, so let's have that conversation. Let's have it. 32-year-old Clown.
Today we have it. Yeah.
Do you really think that he can be a not a Micah Parsons? That I don't even think that's fair, right?
No.
But do you think he can be? What's the guy everybody keeps saying that we need to go get?
Hendrickson. Yeah.
So
no, I don't think he can be him.
Can Clowney be Hendrickson?
No. He can be serviceable.
So can Clowney be Dorance Armstrong?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I'm trying to find out what serviceable actually means. And so I don't know if you saw any of the stats that actually came out, but they was talking about the players that's getting the most pressure right now in the league. Just 3 games in, Dorance Armstrong is like in the top 10 right now.
Yeah. Most of them are damn ex-Cowboys. Yeah.
So Clowney gets enough pressure. Does he require you to do differently? Does he require you to chip or double or?
Let's see. We don't know. Let's see.
But what do you think, though? I mean, do you think that he will? Because if he does, then now you might have a better opportunity to get additional pressure out of.
You know who I'm really banking to have a good game?
Who?
Kenny Clark.
Yeah, they are going to. So they gave up. I don't know if you. I watched the highlights, just the highlights. I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched the highlights of them losing to Cleveland, and that's what really depresses me. Because you know what kind of conversation we would be having right now if we was 2-1 and they just lost to the Cleveland Browns.
What's that?
We'd be really talking about killing Green Bay right now, but we're not.
Okay.
We're not talking about killing Green Bay. We're talking about surviving a game at this point because we just got destroyed by Chicago.
Everybody talking about how bad we're going to get beat. That's what they talking about.
But if we'd have won that game against Chicago and then they lost to Cleveland, everybody would be talking right now about us killing Green Bay. I
don't know if that'll be, but the sky will be falling in Green Bay, boy.
Oh man, it would be bad, but that's not the situation. But I'm hoping that Clowney can. I just don't. I'm scared to put a whole lot of trust into him. But I will say this: as far as my keys to how to beat them, you're going to need some pressure, and the only person that we haven't tried out yet. We've tried out everybody else. The only person we haven't tried out yet is Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I will say this. They are going to be missing. The reason that they were getting killed is because their inside guard, just like our inside guard, right? One of their starting linemen got hurt, and they were getting killed right up the middle. And I mean, Kenny Clark he's a bad boy. So what
team did he play with?
Yeah, he might have something to prove too, just like. This other guy on the other side got something to prove.
Yeah, this is a double-sided coin, buddy.
That could give us an opportunity because they didn't look good when Love was under pressure.
No, he's not good under pressure.
Mm-mm.
But no quarterback is. No quarterback is good under pressure.
Now you running for your life. It's real hard to be accurate.
Yeah, very hard.
yeah, real hard to be accurate when you're running for your life. So your keys to success is you don't think that we need to replace Donovan Wilson. Oh, you do think we need to replace Donovan Wilson. You just think that the other safety that I can't think about right now. What's his name? The other safety.
One-year Thomas. I'm sorry.
No, now Wanye is who would have to replace Donovan Wilson.
I'm talking about
Hooker, Malik Hooker. There you go. Boy,
Yeah.
I don't know why I think of that name. So leave Malik Hooker in, put in Wanye, leave your three corners because even if we don't like the fact that Trayvon is getting burnt, we ain't got nobody on the bench better than him right now.
Nope.
So
I say, you know what? I say this. This will be the last game I let them four play. This is your proven game. Now you got Jadeveon Clowney coming in. Now your line is supposed to be solidified. Supposed to be.
Well, I think he'll do good. Let me tell you why I think he'll do good. This is just some inside football thoughts, right? 6 games into the season, because if you think about it, we had 3 preseason games, 3 regular season games. You start getting beat up, you start getting nicks and bruises, and you slow down just a little bit, but everybody slows down together. But that guy that's been sitting on the bench and ain't had no nicks and bruises, his first game back, he looks overly fresh. He looks overly fresh. Now it evens out 2 or 3 games into the season, but this first game back, he's probably going to look.
He gonna look fresh, or he gonna look gassed.
I think he'll look fresh first, and then he'll look gassed. I think if you keep him on a pitch count, you'll be all right.
If they bring him down, just bring him in on third, he'll be okay.
Yeah. I think he'll be okay for being able to get pressure when it's time to get pressure.
Because I didn't even realize how big he is. That's a big dude.
No. Yeah, that's a big dude, and he's quick. Even at his age, he's quick. Now, I did see something that helped me feel a little more comfortable. I don't remember which podcaster posted it out there, but they were talking about get off. So they graded the get off of every player who played more than 50% of the snaps last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Jadeveon Clowney still ranked in the top 10, I believe is what it was. It was definitely in the upper echelon of as far as his speed was concerned. I did see a lot of power even last year. I'm talking about just last year. We know what he was when he was in college and when he first got to the league, but I'm talking about just last year as an older player. He still had enough power to push off with one arm. And apparently, according to a stat that I did not personally check, but somebody else gave it, he was one of the top 10 in get off, just getting off, acceleration from the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
And that leads me to believe that with his talent, it's definitely going to be better than everything that we have. I'm not saying that it's, I'm not sure. I mean, I know you agree that or you feel like it can be as good, if not better, than Dorrance Armstrong. I'm not even sure he gives us that, but
he will.
Serviceable. I'll give you, and I'm hoping that you're right as far as that's concerned, because that will change the defense, even with the guys that we have back there. I mean, you still gotta cover, but it's real hard to see that wide open man if you're running for your life, and that would definitely help us. And I did say last week, I don't know if you remember, and I was arguing you down about this. I said, hey, I don't care what quarterback it is. If there is a NFL starting quarterback that does not have pressure, he's going to pick you apart.
You did say that.
I don't care what quarterback.
We got picked apart. We got picked apart
because if any NFL starting quarterback has the ability to pick you apart if it's 7-on-7, the defense is undermatched. I mean, we still messed up. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they were still letting guys run by and just watching them, and that doesn't make any sense to me. And that's the reason why I'm saying that part can be corrected. It's hard to correct Trayvon Diggs getting burnt. right? Now he slipped. I'll give him that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if he would have chased him and he could have knocked it down, whatever. We've seen him play defense where he did better. So I give him the benefit of the doubt there. But the rest of it was all eyes. The flea flicker was eyes. There's no reason to let a running back run. I mean, you're not making that tackle as a safety. There's no reason for you to be flying up into the, into the. I mean, our defensive tackles have proved, our linebackers have proved that they're making these tackles. And if you have to make a tackle, it's going to be 8 to 10 yards down the field. I do understand, however, let me just say this, though, in defense, I am going to defend the boys real quick. I got 10 seconds defending the boys. You ready? You ready?
No.
Count it down. Donovan Wilson has played in the defense for the last 5 years that was unable to stop the run, and it was his responsibility to keep every run from being a freaking touchdown. So, yes, he drills into the line of scrimmage because that's what he's had to do for the last 5 years. Now, that's it. That's my only thing that I can really say about Donovan Wilson. He's had to be the savior. Like, he was the one making all the freaking tackles because we didn't have linebackers or defensive tackles making tackles. Everybody was 8-9 yards down the field every time.
So you're going to take 10 precious seconds to defend Donovan Wilson.
That was it. That's all I got, though. That's all I got. I mean, that's a legitimate statement. That is not a non-legitimate statement. That is a very legitimate statement.
That was 8 seconds too many.
That's a legitimate statement, Mike. Tell me that's not legitimate. Just tell me it's not legitimate. I get it, but tell me the statement is not legitimate. Tell me that's not a true statement.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't be making all the tackles.
He shouldn't have had to, which is why he thought he needed to, and it got him burnt. The only reason I'm even bringing it up is that is a fixable offense. That is something that you can say you don't have to do that no more.
But I thought that was why we got Kenny Clark.
It was, but you got to sometimes remind, hey, you get in the game now. I'm doing the things that I've always done. I need to come make this tackle. Oops, I didn't have to make this tackle. Sometimes you got to be reminded. Sometimes things happen.
If Kenny Clark is a run stopper, I ain't got to worry about that run until I see that man get past 95.
Well, sometimes you got to get burnt up to really understand certain things. And guess what? We got burnt up last week.
Oh, shit. We got burnt up the week before.
Yeah, but not on the flea flicker.
I don't give a damn if it was a flicker flea. We got burnt up the week before. I think we got burnt up worse by the Giants. It was bombs away.
All right. I'm getting ready to switch sides of the ball, man.
Please do. Please do.
I'm getting ready to switch sides of the ball. Because you're probably right and I don't like it. Okay. That's yeah. And you're probably right there too. I personally feel like before I switch sides of the ball, I do have a statement. I have a statement about what your glasses actually say. Real talk. I feel like maybe we can't overhaul the secondary.
The secondary.
Maybe we can't overhaul the secondary, but to me, not making a change means that you full of caca as a head coach.
Right. I did just say, let's see how they look with just Davion in there.
I don't think you can. So what you said to me earlier was we got beat up on week 2. We happened to win, but we got burnt up. We got burnt up again on week 3, right?
And in both of them games, hold on. In both of them games, what did we not have?
Didn't have no pressure. We didn't have no pressure.
None.
Don't you think you got to make a statement though? You got to pull Donovan Wilson. You need to at least pull somebody. Yeah, Donovan Wilson to me would be the scapegoat, right? You got to put one year in the game.
If the first series go bad, pull him.
Pull him. You got to sit him on the bench.
In the game, make him look bad.
All right, so I want to make sure I understand, and we are getting ready to switch sides to the offense side of the ball. I want to make sure I understand that Mike 360, not D. Will, Mike 360 believes that Jadeveon Clowney saves the Cowboys defense?
I didn't say that.
That is exactly what you said.
Them words did not come out of my mouth.
No, but what you said was
I said, let's see how they look with him on the line.
Okay.
Let's see how they
no
look.
changes until you see it. So there's a possibility, at least, that Jadeveon Clowney.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility that Jadeveon Clowney saves the Cowboys defense.
Helps the Cowboy defense.
Okay. So we go from 32 to 16, and we should be okay with that?
32 to 16, what do you mean?
The defense is ranked 32nd in the league right now. Last place, bro. Last place. They make every quarterback look. Hey, just think about it. Russell Wilson threw for 100 yards the first week, 500 yards the second week, and 40 yards. We made him look like a king.
Bro, you was about to say Russell Simmons. Hell, Russell Simmons would have threw about 300 yards on our ass. Goddamn. Shit.
It was bad. It was bad. Okay, flipping to the other side of the ball.
Flip.
At the beginning of the year, I would have thought that regardless of how bad the defense is, the offense would be able to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Last week kind of showed me that we are. I want to explain this right because I don't want to have it go wrong. Okay, so let me just take some time to explain it, and I'm gonna let you talk. Okay, I feel like our offense can methodically score almost at will, right? Because they could. I'm talking about fully healthy, not right now, but just fully healthy, right? Yeah. With CD and Pickens and what we thought our tight ends were going to be, and with a decent running game because we got a good line. And what we even showed at the beginning of the Chicago game is that we can get you confused and you don't know if we running or we passing, and CD is wide open, Pickens is wide open. We got but tight ends standing in the middle of the field that's wide open, and then all of a sudden, boom, it wasn't a fake to the running back. It was a 9-yard gain, and them boys can go down there and score either 3 or 7 every time they touch the ball.
Yep.
That's how I felt. I still halfway feel that way, even though we got some injuries now. But we're not a shootout team. A shootout team has to almost be either perfect, which is hard to do. It's hard to score a touchdown every time you touch the ball, right?
Well, hell, Chicago.
Or they have to have a quick strike. And we don't have a quick strike offense. We don't have an offense where 3 plays, 90 yards, boom, and we can do that.
We got quick strike players.
I said we didn't have the offense. I didn't say we didn't have the players. I said we didn't have the offense. So there are some limitations. There are some limitations to every player, even players that we think are good players, who me and you have both agreed at one time we couldn't stand them. You know, the guy that's over here in the, how do I point to that over there in that corner over there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that guy over there. Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah.
He has some limitations. He's a good quarterback. I'm not out here saying that he's not a good quarterback.
It looked like he was scared to throw deep.
I don't think he was comfortable with the deep pass under that coverage.
Because he cocked it back a couple of times and didn't shoot.
And it wasn't there. It was just, hey, I can't throw that. I don't even know why y'all want me. I'm going to dump it down to this guy.
I thought George Pickens was the 50-50 guy.
Yeah, but Dak ain't the 50-50 guy. That was all. Even in training camp, that was always what my problem is. Dak ain't throwing no 50-50 balls. Dak want a wide open receiver. Dak wants you to be open. Now, the few times that he has thrown some 50-50 balls, we did get. I think that if you're going to throw a 50-50 ball with him, you got to throw it over his head, almost in the sideline, close enough for them to say it was catchable, but
Here's the thing: every time they throw him a 50-50 ball, it seems like there's a flag.
There's a penalty, right? That's what I'm saying. So you throw it over his head, close enough to where it's catchable. So you can't say it was non-catchable, but you don't want either player to be able to catch it because you know they're gonna run into George Pickens trying to keep him from catching the ball. And I think that's a play that actually works. We did it quite a few times in the 2 weeks before. We didn't do it at all hardly in the Chicago game.
No.
And I don't know if it was the play. I don't know what it was. I mean, obviously I'm not in Dak's head, but there's got to be a reason that he didn't throw that ball.
He's gun shy.
He's gun shy?
He's gun shy.
Hey, man, y'all talk about him like a dog. I'd be gun shy, too. I don't want to throw no interception. He still threw 2 of them. So let me ask you a question. Now that we agree that that's the kind of offense we have, very difficult to stop. And if we're not in, if Clowney can get some pressures and we're not in a shoot, normally we would still have a good chance against Green Bay, right? But without CD and
Booker,
without Tyler Booker, how much more difficult is that? Now, without the center, without Cooper Beebe, I was cool with our backup center.
Who slide in the Booker's spot?
TJ Bass, right? Because the other guy that we had that to me would have been the perfect backup. What was the guy's name? Was it Nate Johnson? I believe was the guy's name. I think it was Nate
Johnson
Johnson.
or Thomas. Nate Thomas.
Nate Thomas. You're right.
Yeah.
Who's the backup for our tackle? Who's that?
I think tackle backup is Nate Thomas. You're right about TJ Bass on the interior.
Right, but there was another guy that we got rid of that was because at one point in training camp, the guy, I can't remember this guy's name. He ended up starting
Lyle Collins.
No. This guy ended up starting over Tyler Booker for about a week in training camp, and then Tyler got his job back. And then we ended up cutting the guy. And I think he was literally a starting offensive guard for another team, like for the Jets or somebody like that. Like he had started for another team for like multiple games. Like he would have been the perfect backup. I don't know if he's gotten picked up by another team now or on our practice squad. Because I can't remember his name, so I can't even look it up.
It don't matter. I tell you what, Michael smelled blood in the water.
Because Michael was coming up the middle from the sides. They're not leaving him on one side like the Cowboys tried to do for a little while. They sent him.
He smelled blood in the water.
If you telling me you got a rookie at your left tackle, well, he's not a rookie, but I mean a second-year player at your left tackle and 2 backups in your middle. So my question is, let's start with run. Let's start with the run offense.
Oh, I love our run offense.
But are we going to be the same without Tyler Booker? Is it going to be the same holes opened up? I would question whether or not we're going to be able to open up the same type of hole.
But if you run to Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith's side, you should be okay.
Okay.
That other side, you already got Terrence Plastic over there.
Terrence Plastic has played decent in run on run plays. He has been
he done got pushed back into Dak so much.
That was the pass. I said in run plays. I'm only talking about run plays. He has played good football against the run. I mean, not against the run, but in running situations.
I need to go back and watch that because
he's played good football in run situations. Tyler Booker has played good football in run situations. They have both made a mistake or two. Tyler Booker better than Terrence Steele, obviously. When he came to the pass, but as far as the run was concerned, the Steele actually played fairly decent. Now in the pass fit, it was some problems, and that's still going to be a problem. And now you don't have. I think you end up having. I don't think we have a problem with Shoddy changing. I think that he will try to come to his quick game, which is actually good for Dak anyway.
Oh yeah, Dink and Dak.
Yeah, and that should help us a little bit in our pass. If our run offense can be all right, I still feel like that we can stay in the game even without Booker. And I
think is this another game where 87, what's his name?
The tight end. Yeah, Freaky Fergie.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
He catches 48 balls for 50 yards.
I'll take it. If I can get Freaky Fergie with about 30 catches. And
Did you hear me? Did you hear the yardage though?
Yeah, but yes, he ain't gonna get no yards after catch. But hey, I don't understand.
He's gonna catch 38 balls for 50 yards.
50 yards, exactly. I'll take it. We'll just methodically move up the field, and we're gonna get the ball 10 times. We just need to be able to kick a field goal, all 10 of them. We can't afford to not get it. We need to score 30 points.
Oh, we're gonna score more than 30.
Hopefully, our defense with your savior that you hopefully the defense can hold them to under 30. I mean, Cleveland's defense held them to 10 points.
Cleveland's defense is good.
Cleveland sucks as a whole.
Their defense is the truth. Myles Garrett, Arlington, Texas own Myles Garrett.
So here's the problem I'm gonna have now, because if Jadeveon Clowney can't assist us hold them under 30 points,
they can't put that all on him.
I mean, you put it all on him. You said he was the savior.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, goddamn well, I didn't call that man no savior.
Okay, you said possibly that because he's the only option that we have.
Serviceable.
Okay, so if he happens to be serviceable, our defense should play way better. So how many points do you think with a serviceable Clowney Green Bay scores?
27.
So the 30 points wins the game.
Yeah.
The Cowboys can win 30-27 if we can dink and Dak 30 catches for 50 yards from our tight end. Our number one wide receiver is now Pickens. He's going to have about 6 or 7 catches because they're not going to let Dak stand back there long enough to throw too many more than that, right?
It's got to be a Turpin game.
Yeah, and Turpin is going to have to get loose a little bit.
He got to get loose. He got to get that loose, man.
Are we going to play Flano, or are we still going to be counting on Tolbert?
It's Tolbert. It's going to be Tolbert. Yeah, exactly. They trust him. Well, somebody trusts his ass. We don't.
We gotta figure out another. Okay, 30-27 is our prediction.
No, that's your prediction.
Okay, what's your prediction?
35-20 Green Bay.
But you said we could hold them to 27 points.
We can, but we're not.
Okay.
But then our offense still got a boogie. And they got somebody on their side who's upset.
So do we, is what you told me at least. We do too.
I said we should.
We should. Okay.
Clark should want his get back too.
So before we go, I have a statement that was made by Shoddy, our head coach. I need you to tell me what was meant by this statement. And he said that there will be some changes in our defense, some of them to scheme and some of them to personnel. He said will be. He didn't say might be. He said will be. Tell me which personnel player do you think? I know we've already had a little bit of conversation about this on the defense. Could be changed out.
Elam.
For who?
Hell, I don't know.
And that's my biggest problem with change. Like even when people say, "Man, we need to sit Trayvon Diggs," I'm like, "But for who? Like who do we put out there?"
You ain't gonna sit Trayvon. Trayvon gonna have to sit in that fire.
He gonna have to sit out there and swell that knee right on up, boy. You better hope you get it right quickly. It's gonna keep getting worse.
He get paid too much to sit to.
I don't think that until Kalen Carson gets back, I don't think you can sit.
What's the other guy? The rookie.
Yeah, but we don't even know what this rookie is going to be yet. Like, I just can't sit up here and just be like, man, we got to get our rookie back. Because I don't even know that the rookie is going to be that good. Straight off of injury.
I don't either. I know Kalen Carson ain't good.
Kalen Carson was good at first until he got hurt.
He wasn't good when he wasn't hurt.
Yes, he was. The first 3 games, and then he got that little nickel injury, and then his confidence left him, and all of a sudden he couldn't play good, and then he had the big injury.
The guy who wear 21, right?
That's Kalen Carson. I think that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some games at the beginning of last year that was decent.
He was getting smoked too.
You don't have nobody that can replace either one of them, is what I'm getting at. So
is Bland coming back?
Bland is coming back.
Okay.
I don't know. Reddy Stewart was the biggest part of your problem, though. Although I can pinpoint a very serious play where, had it been Deron Bland, my guess is it would have been different and it would have had us in the game a little bit longer. I don't know how much that would have changed anything, but I don't. As a whole, for the last 2 weeks, I don't think Reddy Stewart was your problem, right?
No,
so
he wasn't.
There's only 2 changes that I can see that would make this defense better if Shotty's really talking about making changes. I can see putting Wanya in for Wilson.
Okay.
Or I can see Maris Leofau playing more for Sanborn.
Right there. That's it. That's it. Sanborn is terrible.
Well, he's not terrible in the run.
He whiffed on a lot of plays.
Well, those are the 2. So you think it's going to be the Maris Leofau move?
You hit it right on the nail. Him.
Okay.
But here's my thing. They got to show some fight. Point blank. Green Bay coming in, expecting to kick our ass. Can't let that happen.
They got to show some fight.
They got to show some fight.
The biggest reason that I was expecting Wanya was because I feel like, not that Wanya could keep his job long term, right? But sometimes I feel like benching a player make you get your act right. Even if it's just
depends on the player.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Jesus, I mean, if you won't fight out of a player, sit me on the bench and then bring me back in. And if I ain't willing to fight, then maybe I ain't the player for you. Let's get rid of him.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just how I feel about it. So at the end of the day, I feel like sitting him down for Wanya is a move that needs to be made. And it's not because I'm just out here championing Wanya is better than him. I'm talking about psyche. I'm talking about psyche of a defense, bringing in somebody. Wanya is definitely going to be trying to prove himself because he wants to try to keep that job. Let
Wilson blow another coverage. Then I sit his ass on national TV, prime time TV. Everybody see him get benched.
Prime time sit down. But Maris Leofau at the beginning of the game, are you gonna give Sanborn another shot too?
No, beginning. No, you got to start with Maris. You got to start with him.
All right, Maris Leofau helps the pass defense. I'm not positive how much it helps the run defense, but you do have decent run around him.
He flies around. I'll let Harold Icy. He be flying around.
Smart player, came from Notre Dame. I like it. I'm not hurt with that. Let's see what Shotty actually decides to do. Well, we've come to the end of our show, and we skipped a lot at the beginning of our show. So now we're going to go back. I'm going to mention a couple of things. One, anybody still listening to us, that means that you like what we have to say. So hit that subscribe button down there. Subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Let us know that you like us. Turn on the notifications. And remember that we are sponsored by the Car Accident Attorneys at 1-833-OHIT. That's 1-833-OHIMHIT. The Car Accident Attorneys at 1-833-OHIT. If you ever hurt in a car accident, give them a call. Kind of the best in the game. Hey, Mike.
Yo.
Next week, we're going to start with your music career and kind of some of the things that you are doing before we get into some football, man. So is that all right with you? Just knowing letting the people know a little about the ENT district, the same old two-step for the old school stuff that you was doing, and then tell them about some of the new stuff that you got going on. Some people don't really know your resume, so we might even get into your resume a little bit as far as the music. So we're going to spend about 5 minutes next week, if you don't mind, talking about your musical accomplishments, sir.
I'm with it.
And then
matter of fact, I'll be in, I think we got a cruise that week, so probably on the cruise, get ready to do a show, but we can do that. We can do that.
Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But we're going to figure it out, man. Hopefully this week there is a much better performance. Hopefully you'll see well, you said don't do the overhaul of the secondary yet, but be willing to do it middle of the game. Sit some people down as they start to make mistakes, even though we don't have a lot. Next week, if it still looks the same in the secondary, I think we're going to have a conversation about the guy that the Houston Texans just cut. What's his name? CJ Gardner-Johnson.
But yeah. I remember he was with the Eagles.
I mean, we got a whole lot better right now, is all I'm saying. So that's why I said next week.
CD was killing him.
I just said next week, if we still looking the same, if we make Jordan Love look like Patrick Mahomes next week.
Look here. I'm about to go to practice next week. Shotty, I'm coming. I ain't played in a while, but shit, I can run.
Mike 360 say overhaul the secondary. If nothing else, he can run. He gonna jam up a receiver or something. He gonna make sure he's not just running free through the secondary, huh?
I mean, if I'm gonna make a mistake, it's gonna be a great mistake.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna take him out the game or something. Shit.
Man, that's what's up, man. I enjoyed, as always, having a chance to talk to
you.
We're gonna come back in next week. Hopefully we have better results. It's late for moral victories, so that's over with. We've already had our two moral victories, right? We had the moral victory to me was the New York Giants game. The New York Giants game.
No, the moral victory was the Eagles game.
No, the moral victory.
That was a lucky game. We got lucky.
We got lucky. That was a moral victory because it was garbage. We played like trash, and they showed it the very next week.
No, Philly was the moral victory. They played good in Philly.
They did play decent in Philly, or Philly's not that good. I really think it was more Jalen Hurts is garbage, and that's why he couldn't take advantage of our garbage defensive backfield. But we'll see how they play against Jordan Love this week, and hopefully it's a little bit better than what they did last week against the Chicago Bears. I'll holler at you, Mike 360. Thank you for your time, as always.
Yes, sir.